they're going to be facing the Creighton Blue Jays, which this is the matchup you probably didn't want. You probably preferred Oregon. It would have been an easier matchup overall talent wise, but Oregon ran out of gas against Creighton. Jays coming off a double overtime win against Oregon. Oregon was just gassed at that one overall. They had nothing left to keep their run going. Creighton got the job done and just outlasted Oregon in this one. This is a darn good team Tennessee's about to face in Creighton. Very balanced, efficient team. Also, one of the slower teams we're going to see in this tournament. They're very deliberate. Overall, Blue Jays attack. They're a 3-point centric team, uses the ball motion and screaming action to unlock a lot of their arsenal of shooters. Creighton has 7 occasions finished a season. Or I'm sorry, Creighton has got 3 guys that you really need to pay attention to, and that's Shireman, Alexander, and Kalkbrenner. Really good players, but I'm telling you, one guy you don't want to get loose in this, and you saw it on full display against Oregon. You do not want to get Ashworth loose because he can start shooting, and this team shoots 49% from the floor, very efficient. Creighton doesn't just generate 3-pointers, by the way. They don't generate them out of thin air anyway. The Blue Jays turn the rim into a pressure point, which puts opposing defenses into rotation, and they open up a slash and kick style of basketball. This is a very elaborate playbook that Rick Barnes has got to get this defense ready for because it's going to be complicated. It's going to look not like UConn's, but is just as complicated as UConn's offense that they like to run. Creighton will use a lot of semi-transition opportunities to do a deep seal in the paint. They're going to try to that's how they're going to kind of get Kalkbrenner into the offense. Maddie, any thoughts on this Creighton team other than just being one of the better ones in the Big East?
Yeah, it's going to be a battle in the backcourt. It's kind of what I've dubbed this matchup here. Like you mentioned, Shireman has a lot of court vision, is a great leader on this team, and they're going to have to cover him up. We're going to have to see more of that elite Tennessee defense like we saw against Texas. So they've just got to keep their guards guarded.
Yeah, keep them shirted. Gotta defend them well in this one. You can't let Kalkbrenner get too involved in this one. He's really darn good. He can step out, shoot the 3, do a lot of things. He was named to the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Center of the Year watch list this season. Great player. He was a preseason Naismith Award winner watch list player. He's excellent. He almost averages 3 blocks a game, I believe, which was one of the best. No, I'm sorry. That was block shot per game. He was one of the best of the Big East this season. So it's a tough matchup in this one. Tough matchup. But if Tennessee's defense gets rocking and we see a better offensive performance overall from Tennessee, because Creighton's defense is good, it's efficient, it's effective, but it's not elite. So Tennessee's defense gets rocking and rolling, and the offense gets going. Tennessee can be very dangerous in this game for Creighton, and they can book a ticket to the Elite Eight. They really can. So this is not the most favorable matchup, but it may be good enough for Tennessee to advance in this one. Maddie?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Kalkbrenner. While he is obviously a fantastic player, you mentioned some of his bigger stats. He's not as aggressive as our Tennessee front court. So that's one matchup I'm going to be looking really hard at with Adu and Awaka. I think he's going to have his work cut out for him. And as long as they lock down, they should be good down below.
And I will give Adu and Awaka both a lot of credit in that game against Texas because they kept that offense churning, which was one of the things that we talked about last time. Was like, can the front court keep your offense churning when your guards are struggling? And sure enough, that's what brought the energy and carried Tennessee to the finish line against Texas. Let's see how they do in the front court in this one. It should be a pretty tough game, but they might be able to out physical Kalkbrenner. We saw Dante take full advantage for Oregon against Kalkbrenner in that game.